What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the wrestling news video on July 2nd, 2024, where we're going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA Assassinators need to know from the Wrestle article. Make sure to watch until the very end because we're going to have some very, very intriguing news for today, like always. So make sure to count on Super Ninja Austin on that when it comes talking about what's in the news in the world of professional wrestling. And we're going to start off on today's video with definitely some intriguing news about the insider story of Mercedes Monet's exit with the company that we all know as World Wrestling Entertainment. And then she said on the day, which is the day that she left, like something like about the way, she said some of the way we were talked to didn't settle in my heart. Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, opened up about leaving WWE. Moné walked out of WWE alongside Naomi in May 2022. She then had a brief run in New Japan Pro Wrestling before signing with AEW. Moné has become a of AEW star, top star, one of AEW's top stars, and she now holds both the TBS and the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Speaking on Hot 97, Mercedes Moné was asked whether there was a moment when she wanted to quit wrestling because of it was too hard. She brought up leaving WWE and what she dealt with in the aftermath of the move, and she replied, "Only within the last 2 years. Like when I was going through leaving WWE, I'm like, should I be done with wrestling? Because this is not fun for me. All this noise is not fun." And then I was like, "No, you love this. It's not the noise. It's not the noise. Like in the ring, and it's not noise in the ring. Like it's not when you perform. Like it's the noise when you got out there, like with the crowd. Like it's not this internet noise. It's not the politics. Like you can work through that. Like there's gonna be politics everywhere. Like and it's now. I mean, it's how you work through that. Like it's really how I grew from a legitimate boss. To a legit boss. To a legit boss to a CEO. I wanted to be a CEO of my own life. I wanted to take control of my life and my career. So 2 years ago, I was really questioning myself if I should still do this. I was no, you're amazing. Like you still have so much more to give and do that. You can't quit on your dreams now. Mercedes Moné on talking, Mercedes Moné taking control of her own life. Like Mercedes Moné was then asked to describe the reasonings for her decision to leave WWE. Like she noted that something did not feel right on her last day. Like in the way they were talked to did not settle in her heart. And she continued, "There's so many reasonings. Like the biggest thing was just listening to my heart and my soul. Everything didn't feel right that day. How we were taught to didn't settle in my heart, and I just sit and was that instantly knew if I wasn't gonna take control of my life. Again, like right here, like and now, like then I was never going to be happy there. Like be having someone talk to me like the way that they do or feeling like you just don't belong. Like okay, like I've been doing this for 14 years. Like the and to feel this like this. I mean, to feel like and to feel like this low, my soul like is like no, get up, go, go. It was the hardest decision. Like WWE was always my dream when I was 10 years old. So to be with that to be in that company for 10 years, like and to walk out was the hardest decision I've ever made, like in my whole life. Like but it's now the greatest decision I've ever made because where I am today, the TBS champion, like the highest paid highest paid woman in women's wrestling history. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you, AEW. I could just go on go on and on of all these amazing opportunities that have happened since I listened to my heart and just walked out like I walked out like of that door like and I walked into so many more doors that were open like for me. So it's a beautiful thing. I a beautiful thing. Monet went on to say that she felt the greatest that had ever felt now, like following the journey she had taken or the past 2 years. And And what is your thoughts on the CEO's uh, skinny version of her story about the reason why she left WWE? And do you agree it was the best decision that she ever made, even though it was the hardest one? Let me know down in the comments section right down below. I would say I would agree with her in a way because, like, if it was not really doing her any favors, like, what's the point of staying if there's other companies and opportunities in this industry? Like, so yeah, I think she made the best decision. And then she even got plenty of offers with the likes of New Japan and then AEW and then what's that called, CMLL, and so many wrestling companies that I don't even know what she's been offered. Like all I know is that what she said on this interview, like or the interview before then, I should say, yeah, because yeah, see, this was a hot 97. That was like what she was talking about was WFAN. Like she said, gee, I put in offers before signing with All Elite Wrestling, but let me know. Yeah, again, let me know in the comment section right down below. I think it was best for her to move on because even if she did resign, even on the new era, what she would be actually be doing, she would be victim to Liv Morgan. Like I'm not saying purposely losing, but I'm saying in storyline, she would have became number one contender. She would have been like someone like Zelina Vega or Becky Lynch. Like she would just put over Liv Morgan rather than being the big star like herself, like the biggest championship star. And yeah, I know like some of y'all say championships are just a prop, and then it doesn't matter who the champion is. Like the champion don't make the wrestler makes the champion. But I'm just saying like she's like in that category. She's like championship materialized wrestler. Like, and that's why she's the double champion as TBS and New Japan Strong Women's Championship. But let's move on to the next slide of the wrestling news. We got some Obafemi news, the current NXT North American champion. Like he believes now says it's Like it's time he's acknowledged as greatest NXT North American champion. Obafemi wants to rewrite his history and be recognized as the greatest North American champion. WrestleZone managing editor Bill Pritchard spoke with Obafemi ahead of his next title defense at Heatwave. Like he will defend his North American title against Wes Lee, who will have his last shot at Obafemi's title. Like, and if he loses the match, like Oba says, Wesley's comeback story. If he loses the match, he can't get a shot at the NXT North American Champion. Obafemi says Wesley's comeback story is very moving. But it's almost time to move on. And recognize him as the greatest North American NXT North American champion, properly speaking, not Wes Lee. And he said, "Well, I understand where all the Wes Lee supporters are coming from. Where all the Wes Lee supporters are coming from. The Wes Lee story is very, very inspirational. Hurting his back, working hard all those months to come back quicker than anticipated. He once had the North American Championship, and that was his claim to fame. And the title rose his career to heights that we haven't seen. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. That was a Yoda. Yada with another A in front of the D, rather than O, if it's the little green guy from Star Wars. But anyways, he added. But he also added, but my goal, going into this PLE heat wave, is to rewrite the history books. It is high time that everybody stops seeing Wes Lee as the greatest North American champion ever. There's been talks about that a lot lately, especially since his return. And my goal is just to change that. Change that narrative. It's time that with this claims from the current champion himself, or do you think Wesley's gonna pull the impossible and dethrone the greatest North American champion? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. This is a very tough decision to make right here. I can imagine Wesley could pull that one off, but I'm not sure if it's at this time, because Obafemi's doing a very successful job of being a man of his words when it comes to him defending that championship. So we're just gonna have to wait and see this Sunday. And I'll say, but the way I see this, I don't think it's time for Obafemi to drop that championship. Even though, as much as I like to see Wes Lee be in that championship, and he made it the most prestigious belt, most prestigious belt in NXT, and bringing it up to new heights. If it's actually a secondary world heavyweight champion rather than just being a secondary mid-card title on NXT. But let me know down in the comments below who's your pick on who's going to win at this Sunday's NXT pay-per-view. But let's move on to the next slide. We got more to talk about Obafemi on the following on the follow up to his first impression. Obafemi has been impressive since making his WWE debut in November 2022. He previously told Jim Varsalone, of the Miami Herald, a first impression was very important. And he was very happy with his how does he feel about the follow up, and and he uh and he said this. I mean, the simple answer to that would be good, right, but I feel it's more than that, who I am, or who am I meant to say it's been good. At the end of the day, it's all opinion based, because there's a lot of people saying follow up, it's great, we love him, digging his stuff, and there's still some naysayers, and there's still some people that are not quite Obafemi believers quite yet, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Femi said there are times when people check out on TV, but he is not one of those people. Whether you enjoy his work or not, his uh his 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 story is very real at its core. And he's just being himself. He he added there, this story that you are witnessing, this rise today you are witnessing, is as organic and as tied to reality as it can possibly be. He noted, at the end of the day, I am an athlete who is trying to make it to the top of the industry. When you strip everything away, that's exactly what I am as a man. And that's exactly what I am doing on TV. Every single week, Obafemi continued. Every single week, and I feel that organic rise, and that story is what the people want to see. So I'm just doing me, I'm just doing my thing. So left it's left to the people, to either be impressed by it, or think it's good, or not be impressed by it and think it's bad. And what is your thoughts on Obafemi caring less about those wrestling fans criticize him, that claim that he's not a good wrestler, or if his wrestling abilities don't fascinate them? Let me know down in the comments below. And I don't blame the guy. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's only just opinions, and not what determines be what's gonna be my future in WWE, unless if the creative team decide not to push him. That's the only thing that he should be worrying about in his career in WWE. What the people in the back in Gorilla thinks about him, not the people that's at home watching him on the television screen, or even the fans that are watching him in attendance. Well, I mean, it probably kind of does. If you're trying to, that kind of helps you out with being a fan favorite. But at the same time, if there's those haters, haters gonna be continuing to hate. I, once is a hater, always a hater. But unless if they change, but let me know in the comments down below about this, which I like. I love that enthusiasm, or I'll say that motivational spirit. Let me rephrase that, from the North American champion. He doesn't give a damn what. It's hey, it's only your hot take about me, not me, or anybody else that are actually fans of me and that watch me every single week. But let's move on to the next slide. We got one more Obafemi news story to talk about, and it's him on getting called up to the main roster one day. Obafemi is just starting his career, but fans have already wondered like when he'll be called up to, like, what if it's Raw or SmackDown. Big E said he sees a main roster world title like in Obafemi's future, but the current North American champion is still focused on the present. Like he appreciates the praise, but he is enjoying the moment and is focused on Wes Lee at Heatwave right now, as he should, because that's what makes you a good champion. If you're focused and getting prepared to try to make sure you have all everything in you that it takes to retain the North American Championship. But yeah, he said, I 100% subscribe to that. Like, I believe very much like in that now, like in the moment, in the title reign, like in the North American Championship, like in the feud with Wes Lee, because that's what's going on now. Because when people start thinking about call ups, like they start to tunnel like vision, like their own progress. I mean, they get about they forget about like all the steps, like and the corners, and the dips, and the highs, that they have to go through have to go through to like get to the end of the tunnel, like, and I don't like to do that. And as far as the fans wanting me to get called up soon, I appreciate that. Like I mean, of course, like it is a good thing. That people think of me like as that caliber, like of talent, like that is great, and I do believe I am too. But I believe now I believe in elevating this. I believe in making whatever feud I am in the best it can possibly be, and I am all about making the next match better than the last. Obafemi will defend his NXT North American Championship against Wesley this Sunday at Heatwave, July 27th in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. What's your thoughts on Obafemi? What's your thoughts on Obafemi talking about fans talking about wanting him to be in the main roster, and he appreciates he's being recognized by fans in that kind of caliber is like a higher level superstar, which he does look like a main roster wrestler, to be honest. He looks like he's already past developmental territory, and he's about to upgrade into the big leagues in WWE. But at the same time, like, he's currently the North American champion, and he should stay in that path. Like, and maybe, yeah, like, they should keep him around for another year until the draft of next year in 2025, and then draft him over to either Raw or SmackDown. But let me know down in the comments section right down below on what's your thoughts on the Obafemi's future, and do you think he's a future world champion like he describe him as, like, in this future? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And do you agree with Big E on that, or do you have other opinions about Obafemi? But yeah, like you said, like, even for other opinions, he's not gonna care much about it. Like, it's just your thoughts about me, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, you have your own opinions, like, even if it's in a disagreeing kind of way. But like, what I've been hearing from everybody about Obafemi, they're very impressed. and I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, Obafemi's doing a much doing a much successfully splendid job in NXT. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets called up like right after he loses the North American Championship, whenever he eventually does. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon though. Like, I think there's too much for him. There's too much bookings for him to not put the North American take the North American title off of him. He got so much work to do as the champion. My point is. But let's move on to the next slide. We got WWE announces SummerSlam service experience, like aimed at rising funds for cancer research. In addition to the of the usual WWE fan experience, the 2024 WWE SummerSlam Premium Live event will now also be accompanied by a new service-based experience in collaboration with the V Foundation, in Meals of Hope. WWE has organized. WWE has organized a ticket event in which where is it organized a ticket event in which fans can work alongside WWE superstars while they pack meals for those in need around the city of Cleveland, Ohio. 100% of ticket proceeds will then be donated to the V Foundation in support of the Connors Cure campaign, which funds critical pediatric cancer research at medical centers nationwide. This WWE SummerSlam service experience will take place at the Cleveland Browns Stadium on the morning of Saturday, August 3rd. Tickets for the event are available in two tiers. The first being general admission, which is priced at $200 per person. This tiered boasts an opportunity for fans to interact with WWE superstars in meal packing